Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Risk of Rain 2. We're gonna be playing solo today. Basically gonna be trying to do what I was attempting to do last time. And we're going for this 100% calculated bit on the NG. So hopefully we're gonna make that happen. Command obviously going into play, so that way we can make this happen. We want to make our turrets as powerful as humanly possible, as quickly as humanly possible. That's going to be the goal here. Okay, that is awesome. We're going to pop this right here so I don't die doing what I'm about to do. Yeah, we are going for power. We're going for damage. That's a great pickup right off the bat, and then picking up 2 of those. Excellent. I kind of ignore that Mirian right there. I'm not willing to do that again. Chances are I will just die. Should be able to get enough money just from killing enemies to be able to move on here. Gonna grab another soldier syringe. We want the highest possible attack speed we can do in an early period of time. Drop those. The plan is to get a lot of DPS going. And as quickly as we possibly can. We do have the drum. The Opus, which is kind of exactly what we need right now. That's a huge DPS increaser by itself. Let's see. I definitely want to pick up a war banner. That's also going to be a giant DPS increaser. That's one of the big things we're aiming for, is just increasing our DPS as high as possible, while simultaneously giving ourselves items that will remain useful later on. Go ahead and do something kind of silly and take that. Mostly kind of silly just because there's enemies, and my enemies could cause problems for me in the extraordinarily near future. I actually like the placement of that war banner right now. So doing kind of the usual thing of getting as many items as I can of a variety of different types to make sure that I can kill enemies quickly, efficiently. Primary enemies that we're going to be killing, of course, being our bosses. A lot of solid utility white items, which is good. Not as much going for the green items right now. I wouldn't say no if I was to find one right about now. But it's not something that I find myself needing at the moment. Really, I'm looking for all the utility I can get. We've almost full cleared the level. I don't see anything on the back cliff there, so I think we're just going to go ahead and ignore that cliff. Gotta kind of basically ignore these enemies, too. Kind of no reason for me to bother with them. We're gonna go reset our turrets for this position. I need to get the other turret ready. And then we are going to blast face. Okay. Well, that's kind of the exact enemy we didn't want to see. Because that one is kind of obnoxious to... Oh, God. Kind of obnoxious to hit this early. But yeah, definitely not going to be getting our Our bonus is there. Let's go ahead and pick up just the one. Okay. So unfortunately, did not get really what I wanted there. Not really a bad thing, but this kind of layout was not particularly solid for getting the 5-second kill. We also did not get a lot of the items I was really hoping for. Enemy up there somewhere. Okay. Now we're just waiting patiently. Enemies are just not spawning in any particularly quick fashion. Enemies are dying, which is good. Like, we're not having to deal with anything. And if whoever is up here actually came down, we would probably re-qualify for the kill everything on the that's a blue portal. Well, let's see where it puts me. I don't really mind either way, honestly. Nope, didn't happen. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's kind of see. I have 2 different chant shrines. A golden chant shrine, okay. I am a tremendous fan of that, so we're going to be hanging around for a while to make that happen. That's absolutely fine by me. Really wish we had been able to snag the blue portal, because I would have bought the book to get some more money. It is possible, or I would have bought the would have bought the crown to get some more money. If I get a green out of one of these chests, we will go ahead and buy the book, which will have the same kind of effect for us. Not seeing one of those so far. Not necessarily a problem. That's 57, okay. Okay. Stuff's starting to heat up a little bit. Got the teleporter right there. We can't go to it right now. Man, these sticky bombs doing work. There's a green. Let's go ahead and grab the Gore's Tome. Realistically, I'm not going to need another Gore's Tome. One should do it. We might get another one later on in the line if we just get tons of greens, but I've got other stuff I'd rather be building up. Neat. Grab the soldier syringe. 5 should do for now, I think. All right, let's go take a look at some locations we haven't touched yet. We'll swing back by for that. I'm sure that's going to be like 500 for that golden shrine. So we'll come back a little bit later for that. Get some passive gold gain off of some of these enemies. Nothing in the passage. This a tier 2 chest? No, tier 1. That's fine. That is not a problem. Grab ourselves tougher times. Take less damage, which is always something I'm interested in. That's a tier 2 chest. How much is that chest run? 120? We can afford that right now. Yeah, I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to grab that. Okay. Just building up a small bit of DPS right now. Nothing huge or particularly exciting happening yet. Definitely haven't seen a red. Which is usually what I sit by and say is huge or exciting. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab myself a bundle of fireworks. And then if we get another green, I'll grab myself a squid. Just to have kind of a passive growth of, like, DPS and damage as we move around. Putting down turrets like I have is not a bad thing. It kind of continuously gives me something that, you know, I will always have something around. That's an active item. We don't care. I'm reasonably happy with my active item. I consider it, not necessarily to be, like, best in slot, but I consider this active item to be very, very good. What do I want? I definitely want a focus crystal. Then I think if there's any other chests on this floor, every other chest I'm planning to get from here on out is very likely to be armor-piercing bullets. Up our damage. The goal here is to kill bosses specifically as quickly as possible, not necessarily the remainder of these enemies. I certainly want to kill all enemies as quickly as I can. Faster they die, less damage I take, for example. Let's go ahead and grab the Will-O-Wisp. And then let's go take a look and see how much this gold shrine actually is. 482. That's not bad. We can pick that up pretty quick. I was hoping for maybe, like, one more chest. We're not getting that, obviously, so, you know, it's not something I'm really worried about. But I was hoping for maybe one more chest. For the explicit point and purpose of getting a bustling fungus. Because that would make sure that my turrets are kind of consistently healed. I don't mind picking up an Aurelionite, though. Now, I'm honestly not predicting much trouble actually getting the Aurelionite. That's definitely going to help in the near future. Okay, come on, enemies. Let's go. I haven't really seen elites popping yet, which is one of the main reasons why our money has been a little bit low and lacking. You know, a lot of standard enemy types. We'll see elites soon enough. I mean, soon enough I'll be in a position where elites will be spawning almost constantly, and I won't want the elites anymore. But I definitely want elites now because they're going to be a primary source of money. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I definitely have my setup. We're absolutely getting our gold portal. But the hope is going to be... Hello. The hope will be that we're going to end up getting our achievement now anyways, even without that gold portal. Well, that Doomstrider's not dying fast enough, unfortunately. Okay, let's just make sure we are not pulled in. It dies. That's great. Got a yellow. We're going to go ahead and put that directly onto Shatterspleen. And now we're just going to kind of survive. We don't have any crit right now, unfortunately. So Shatter Spleen's not measly getting us a bonus, but I find Shatter Spleen to be so good of an item that I'm willing to kind of wait to get crit and still have it. But as soon as I get even 10% crit, we're immediately going to start seeing a bonus come out of that. Now, not having crit is obviously one of the reasons why we didn't kill the Doomstrider as quickly as I would have liked. Definitely cognizant of that fact. And there's some of the elites I was talking about. So yeah, definitely cognizant of that fact. I really am looking to have a run that can maybe kill Mithrix. So I definitely want to make sure that we have the items that will let me get to that point. I almost went to the normal portal. All the time we spent wasting to get the gold portal, that would have been a disaster. Okay, let's see. So that's going to be 156. So need, what, 1,500-ish gold? Definitely a doable thing. Don't really want to hit stuff until I actually have the money, and the game is being, you know, a little bit reticent to actually give me the funds I need to make this happen. Thankfully, time is paused while we are in this zone. So even though this is taking absolutely forever to get the money I need, not going to end up costing us. I'm going to have slightly too little money. Yeah. The Aurelionite spawns. We are slightly too low on cash. There we go. Okay, there goes Aurelionite. Where's his item? There it is. Okay, we have a little bit of money. I will take a very quick look around and see if we can maybe get the, 2 of the chests that spawn. Very bad at picking them out, though, because they always seem to be underwater. And I'm just very bad at finding chests underwater. I don't know. Definitely a me thing. There's one. Razor wire is a good pickup. I heard enemies. It's like, couldn't be any enemies around here. Wow, okay, I really was not looking for 2 greens. I was really looking for white so I can start getting, crit. But I guess I'll take it. Okay, so now we have Aurelionite. So now we have a very large amount of DPS that's going to go, down. Not as high as I would like it to be, so we're going to still be on the lookout. I'm going to drop that turret behind me. What type of item is this? Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab the crown to start with. If I can get another one, we're definitely gonna be looking at shaped glass, I think. But until that happens... Okay, let's start getting some crit. I think this is where crit needs to start being activated. Not actually pick up the crown, apparently. Okay, I see... Really no point touching this this health shrine because I would actually lose money for it. I don't know what the overall, you know, over-under would end up being between gaining and losing money for the health shrine. I don't know if I'd, like, gain overall or... Let's go ahead and grab one of those. Let's go ahead and grab one of those. Okay, we're up to 25 crit. 25% chance of crit. That's going to be a fairly solid thing. I need money. We're going to have to go around this particular loop again just to check the lower levels. Enemies, please. Just a little bit of something, something. Well, that just showed up. Queen's Guard on the way. There are enemies that are actively hunting me down. They're just a long ways away from me. Difficulty just ticked up again. We're on insane. That's fine. Not terribly worried about it right now, to be honest. Okay, let's go pop down here and just kind of see what we got. Looks like nothing. Okay, we're just gonna... Ow. Just gonna put that right there. And put one of these right here. Ow. Stop costing me money, please. Another greater wisp over there. I don't think I see teleporter yet. Hi, friend. I love when they run up and just kind of shove themselves at your face as if you're not going to respond to that. Dude, you're in my face. Of course I'm going to respond to ow. You not. I don't really need money. I need items. I need chests. Looks like we got a good couple of chests coming up. So items should be fairly plentiful. That gets me up to 60% crit. Ow. That was... no. Not a fan of that. Let's go ahead and grab the white ring. Get some slow in addition to our damage. Not going to be a ton, but that's just going to kind of add up over time, especially once again when dealing with the bosses that I'm aiming at. And I'm not really, when I look at crit, I'm not really counting the crit sides, or I think also the Shatter Spleen itself, I believe, comes with crit. I'm not counting them though because it just I don't want to keep track, to be 100% honest with you. Let's make sure that we have the old guillotine. We're gonna pick up the death mark next, I think. Make sure we have one of those because we are now reaching a point where it'd be fairly useful. I think grabbing a war horn is also a pretty solid plan by this point. No red items yet, unfortunately, so we're not getting quite that level of power. We're probably looking to getting 1 or 2 goat hooves. But I definitely want to finish off crit first. And then kind of with thinking of the last run, I definitely want to get a little bit of mobility, especially when we get over into the end. When we actually reach that point, because I think that part of the reasons why we had so many problems is that, like, I didn't have Hopu feathers or anything like that to kind of get around the arena. So it was very easy for Mithrix to just kind of shove me into a corner and have his way with me. I'll place those down. They can deal with that. Unfortunately, this level always takes a bit. It's just, it's so large and sprawling. We ideally would have had, like, a Paul's Goat Hoof before this. Kind of help with that idea, that fact. I am seeing chests up ahead. What I can tell, we were exploring basically the entirety of this level, kind of no matter what, because of how far away this teleporter must be. Okay, I'm gonna grab... I think now's a good time to snag the bandolier. Just refreshing cooldowns on my turrets, making it easier for me to kind of move around and replace them as necessary. We're getting a fair bit of power. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of green. I haven't gotten my crit 100% yet. It is very likely that I will not have 100% crit for this boss fight, which is a wee bit unfortunate. I'm not expecting it to cause problems in terms of... Hello, friend. I'm not expecting it to cause problems in terms of, like, actually being able to beat the boss, but it is going to make it so beating the boss in the 5-ish seconds that we're really trying to do, not feeling it's going to be likely. Also not liking the fact that there's nothing else over. Very, very barren area over here. Well, definitely not within 5 seconds. Definitely a solid kill. We killed really quick. But, that was definitely not a 5-second kill. Which is a shame. Even with Aurelia Knight's help, just not seeing those super fast kills. We'll get there, though. I'm going to start stacking armor-piercing bullets immediately after I finish with crit and after I get 1 or 2 pulse goat hooves. And getting that red next floor, however I have to do to get that red. getting the red is going to be a fairly sizable bonus. Enemies dying really darn fast though, so we know our damage is good. Damage is solid, it's just that the bosses are a little bit too beefy. Part of it's gonna be the difficulty scaling, but also our DPS is just not quite high enough to get that kind of instant kill that we're going for. Okay, Abyssal Depth, so we will be buying our red. That's an important thing to know. Buying it, not fighting for it. Pop some squiddling turrets up. I want this this magma worm to actually come down and fight. It's kind of hiding up there, and that's really bothering me. Also, this is annoying. That item is basically gone. Not a fan. Okay, seems like the the magworm died. Not gonna pretend like I'm surprised that happened. Like I said, we got a solid build. Like, we have the damage. Okay, so we're gonna do the usual kind of loop around the bottom, then go up to floor 2 and kind of look up there. Kind of a sparse looking level. I wouldn't mind seeing a Shrine of the Mountain, maybe. Okay, that's 9. That's 10. So now, crit's guaranteed. Grab some goat hooves just to move a little bit faster around any given level. I'm gonna want... Okay, so we know this is here. I'm gonna want at least, like, 1 or 2 more of those. Probably 1 more now will be good for Paul's goat hoof. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm liking the speed here. Other top times Teddy. What was I gonna do next? Yeah. Let's. Oh, nope. Get some armor-piercing rounds. Let's see about getting... I don't know how high I want these to go. I'm thinking a stack of 10 is probably where I want to go to before I stop with the armor-piercing rounds. Definitely a high number, especially when you consider the fact, like, I don't even have 10 soldier syringes yet. But I'm thinking that that's kind of a number that fits my need. Not standard enemies we're worried about killing right now. It's bosses, so we really need to get our boss killing ability to be much stronger than it is now. multi-hit off of the NG's attacks is pretty solid, I think. Okay, where are we gonna go with this? I'm thinking we're gonna stack maybe 3 or 4 Hopu feathers off of the greens for a bit. And that will give me the mobility I'm really looking for. Hello, beautiful. Not what I was really looking for, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm not going to be picky about that. Oh, let's drop one of these right here. Another active item, huh? I'm considering it. I'm actually considering grabbing lightning fall down. The damage off of that is considerable. Hey, okay. Getting 2 reds off this level. Pretty exciting. Definitely thinking that we want this. That was just for money. Straight up. Get some more money so I can go with the second red. The question is, what do I want off that red? I need something that will help me kill bosses faster. Not quite there yet. Okay, that's fine. We are really looking in the faster boss killing arena. We have just about everything else that we need. I know I'm spending money, I should be saving it, but will all help with our final goal. Let's see, yeah, I promise I took a bunch of damage off of that. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the Royal Capacitor. And will you allow me to in some way get this item? You will not. Okay. So we're just gonna hang tight for a little bit. We're already on ha. Like the game cannot get harder from here. Just from raw, like, you know, difficulty scaling. So at this point, we might as well just hang tight. Unfortunately, we do need money. Taking ball damage there was not my best act. That's cool. We don't actually need that much, and hopefully we'll just get a couple of elites to spawn, and that'll solve our money issues. What did I tell you about this shrine? That's something I think we need to fix. There's just no way for me to get this item. This item is gone, effectively. Like, occasionally I see the open action here. Hi, you're the item. You're the enemy I need to die. There we go. Okay, so what other red item is gonna be super good that's gonna cause my bosses to die very, very quickly? I think Shattering Justice is probably the main one that we're looking for. Okay. 1, 2. There we go. Instant death. That's what we're going for. Okay, so that just got us our walking mines. Now we get to decide kind of how we want to play it. I'm actually a little bit hopeful that we will end up seeing a blue portal. But even if we don't, I have enough moon coins that we can spend at the end. So I think we just go to the end, right? That sound about right. Like we just go to the exit. I honestly can't think of many reasons why I'd want to loop right now. Not when we actually did achieve our goal. I'm kind of curious what that is over there. The broken gunner turret. Would that be worth going for? Yeah. Okay, through the teleporter we go. Now, we do have one more artifact. So we should probably consider doing a loop, and I don't think I want to loop this one. I think I'll loop in the future. But I think I'm feeling pretty solid about our potential fight with Mithrix. Okay. That is primarily what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on for some of these enemies to just spawn in. Okay, what am I feeling right now? I feel like we definitely want more of the teleporter syringes. Sorry, soldier syringes. Teleporter syringes. Where did I come up with that? Seems like there is a magma worm on this level somewhere. Hi, friend. Oh, hello. Let's get ourselves up to 10 syringes, kind of the usual number that we like. I am going to swap this back to Gorag's Opus. I did everything I needed with the other item. Excelente. Okay, so what do we do here? This seems like a really good unstable Tesla coil point. I was definitely hoping for that to be a red, so I am very glad that it was. That's gonna give me some very distinct bonuses. Is there a chest down here by chance? No. Okay. Let's continue exploring. Now, we definitely have to kind of address the fact that whatever items I get, Mithrix will have access to. Which kind of sucks, naturally. So we don't really want to give him too much. Oh, I already had one of those. Okay. There's certainly something to be said for not picking up additional items past a certain point in order to make sure that Mithrix does not have access to things. That being said, I'm not that cautious. We'll see whether that makes or breaks me. And yes, I'm acknowledging the fact that, I mean, that has broken me in the past. This has been a, you know, a source of death and destruction for me in the past. Where Mithrix has eaten me alive because he has too many items that I've given him. My last soldier syringe, one too many, but that's fine. Okay, so now we're really going to be focusing on getting some sticky bombs. The idea here naturally being to get as much damage on my opponents as possible in as short time as possible. So we have really just stupidly fast auto-attacking ability. So now the question is more, okay, now that I can auto-attack, how do I get the damage on there? Because your base damage doesn't scale tremendously well, believe it or not. Now, you do absolutely get damage in Risk of Rain from, you know, from attacking. But a huge portion of what we do in this game is more based on the items that we get. And if we're not upping our base damage, we need to find other ways to provide damage. And sticky bombs, I find, are excellent. This is especially good in this sort of area, the sticky bombs, because sticky bombs really kind of up the ante in a big way. Okay, what do we want? What do we need? I wish we had that item. I just don't have access to it. Thinking we just get some harvester scythes. Like, unfortunately, green items are just not really... They're interesting, but they're not utility of white, and they're not power of red. They just kind of have some stuff that they do. And green items are incredibly helpful if we're going to loop. But we're not looping in this run, so... Like, the red whip is a kind of a prime example of that, I think. It makes me go a lot faster when I'm out of combat. So, a lot easier to kind of explore, and it has definitely a distinct feel from, you know, for example, the what have you, the Paul's Goat Hoof, because this is explicitly out of combat, so, you know, you're not losing kind of that control over yourself that you do with too many Paul's Goat Hooves, where you're just so damn fast. And being so damn fast, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. That could be a very, well, that's lost forever. That could be a fantastic thing for a character like, Acrid, for example, who, you know, really appreciates, mobility because of those kind of hit-and-run tactics that he prefers. But for me, I don't know. I mean, that's just not something that I find particularly important on the NG. Maybe I should. Maybe I'm leaving. You know, I'm leaving playability on the table by not chasing after that. Already opened that? I did. Okay, I think we're pretty much sold. I considered opening that Newt's altar, but it's not really worth it for me at this point. We're basically just kind of holding on to the current items that we have in favor of, or the current coins that we have. I don't know where it is. Stuff's dying, but none of it is this overloading worm. Oh, because it's way down there. Okay. Kind of hanging out. I would love to have a little bit more of a lead available to me. Okay, it's dead. We really just didn't get a good chance for bleeds, I don't think. Trying to think of other kind of good options I have right now. Stuff that I might be able to pick up just immediately as I head over to Mithrix. But a lot of the stuff I'd want, we're just not going to have the opportunity to get just, you know, by nature of the fact that we're ending the game right now. We're not going for more. I feel as if our DPS is good. I'm really happy about our DPS. So just can I dodge Mithrix? And I think that for phase 1, 2, and 3, I'm gonna have little to no issues moving around Mithrix. I'm kind of more worried about phase 4, especially because I do entirely lose all of my items. I think I'm gonna need to get my turret set up in the middle, and then be immediately prepared to drop a shield. So here's the other question. The other question is, do I get glass? Massive increase in DPS for me, but it will also be a pretty massive increase in DPS for him when he actually picks it up off of me. And that's kind of a problem. I know Metaph said that Mithrix does not get that massive increase. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure if I necessarily agree or trust that. Not really particularly interested in that fight. Or this one, to be honest with you. I don't really gain anything from fighting these guys, unfortunately. It ends up costing me time, energy, resources. Hi, friend. Ow. Well, let's go ahead and... deal with this, I guess. Wow, some missiles got all the way over here. That's kind of impressive. Shows you how good, in my opinion, the missiles are. So our ability to heal is a little bit limited in this run. I didn't really go after healing options. And have you noticed how the guard dogs over here are kind of allowing me to move through? And not, stopping me at all? Okay, what option are you gonna give me? So you're gonna give me a standard blue option. You know, I'm thinking shaped glass is gonna be the way to go. And then I'm trying to, like, since we didn't choose much in the way of healing, kind of looking good. Alternatively, Corpse Bloom. You know what? I think we're gonna go for Corpse Bloom. It's a different effect, but all of my healing is over time. Like, it's all very slow healing. So somehow I just don't feel like this is a tremendous loss for us. drop that there. Whoa! Yeah, that's the problem that I was trying to avoid right there. Damn! Okay. You know what? That's fine. We got the NG unlock. God, I was worried about that coming from behind. I was worried about that coming from behind. Oh well. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Love you all. I'll catch you guys next time.